scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Down. 60 or. Check, 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 check. Shoot, shoot. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. And. Shoot.
On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. You get blocked, me. Pilot 64. We. You get blocked. Big Griffin.
Throwing again. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Celtic Tigers.
Ready, ready. Turn to stop. Protein spill. Hey, exit. Right. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to...
And it's a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Able to push his way through. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
120. 58, right there. Watch the pass. Norland. Shoot. Watch. We go. 76.
Goff on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Benjamin breaks through the contact. That good for 19 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
218, jump.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll run on first down. Corbin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
No. Deuce. Hey, Sam off.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, echo. Under 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Look at me. Zipper. Motion out of the backfield. Hey, alert 3. Ready to go. Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Corbin. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, Corbin looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You're not ready.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. And he's got his target. That's more. And touchdown. In for the score. And his guys have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And an alley to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go. 8, read. Now. Check. 53's mine. Check. 52.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Let's go. Clear. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Now it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Super one. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
To try again after the sack. Goff, he's going to float this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 64 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Hey. Mike,
They'll keep it on the ground. Corbin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
ready, set. 57 to Mike. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Go.
On second down, Corbin. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
When they're ready.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Bravo! Let's go. Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down and inches. And that is incomplete here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Come, baby. Hey, Alpha. Check right 54. Right 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Defense.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Benjamin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 68 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. scoring the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A quick throw complete to Chark. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Christian.
46-yard.
5. Check 24. Check 24. 57. Lightning. 57. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Lawrence. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You go check. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, orbit.
On 4th down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down, and the possession changes. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, kill. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. So now then the penalties got them set up with a first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be fielded at the 6.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, under pressure, they got him again. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Lawrence. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On 4th down, Lawrence. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And this is caught. He hits more. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Second and 14. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and